Hey everyone! Today I am going to be talking with you about these kits. Now this one is finger weaving, which is basically finger knitting, and this one is for a weaving loom. I picked these up at Michael's. I thought they were just fun. They had a variety of kinds. These are all on a display at the end of an aisle, and I picked up a couple of them thinking this would be fun, and these were kind of, they kind of coordinated a little bit, so I thought that would work for a discussion. All right, so let's just talk about one of them for now. Let's talk about the finger weaving or the finger knitting one. And let's not make noise. Yay! Okay, so let's talk about the packaging. Oh, before I start, I will just say I'm not going to be demonstrating the actual how-to in this video. I'm going to do that in separate videos because otherwise, I think that it would be better if those are just kind of self-contained. But if you are interested, I will put, those will be up a little bit later, and I'll put links in the description bar once those are up. But I'm planning on having them up pretty soon. I don't know if I'm going to put them up in the same day. We'll see how that goes. But so if you're watching this, a couple of days after, 3 days after I've uploaded this one, then you should be fine. But if not, just make sure you're subscribed so that way you will see them pop up in your feed. Okay, so yes. So they call this finger weaving. This is not really weaving, it's knitting, but that's okay. They can call it whatever they need to. And if you look, let's see here. At first I thought that this was an I-cord. I was like, I think that they're making an I-cord. But then once I took a closer look at it, I realized that that is not the case. They are just knitting. They're basically knitting 4 stitches wide. So it's, because you're using 4 fingers, as you can see. Now, when it comes to the packaging, I was a little, it's obviously geared towards girls, but I think that boys would be okay with this. I don't know if the packaging necessarily is inclusive, because I know that there are some, there are some children who, if they don't see someone that looks like themselves or a gender or whatever gender they are on the package, that they go, oh, well, that's not for me. So I get why they, of course, had a person on there, like she's wearing a cute headband, she's got bracelets on, it's adorable. But if you are, trying to get like your son or your nephew or whatever interested in this, and they are the type that cares about what the person on the outside of the box looks like, you may have to just take the box off or put a picture of them over top of it. That'll work. That might look a little weird, but go for it. Now this comes with, oh, I will say this, the instructions are also in French, as is the packaging, but this comes with 3 charms. Let's see, where's the list? Oh, my fingers are over it. It comes with 3 charms, 3.5 ounces or 99 grams of craft loops, 4 D-rings, and the instructions. So, and it says it has, I'm not very good with the direction apparently. It says that it includes neon ones as well, and it does. So I will show you those. I'll set that down. Alright, so it comes with a whole lot of these, and as you can see, like, they do have neon. That orange is very neon. Actually, that's pink. That's orange. So they're, a variety of colors. They are in bunches like that, which I thought that was really nice, other than just having them all over, because they come, when you actually open up the package, which I've already done, it comes in this plastic bag, which they double-sided tape, like they double-sided taped inside the box. So it was a little difficult to get out, but, not like the worst. But, if you've got smaller kids, you have to keep an eye on it. The box does say it's for ages 6 and up, so there you go. But yeah, it has a bunch of these little loops, and let me just take this one apart so you can see. It's just a strip of fabric that's like a circular strip, like a sleeve or something like that. Something that's been knit circularly with no seam. Say like my sleeve has a seam, but this does not. So if it does, I couldn't see it. Um, it's not cotton. It's nylon or polyester or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's polyester. It's got that polyester feel, but whatever it is, it's man-made. And um, of course, because it's a knit fabric, it rolls in on itself. But you get a whole big bunch of these. You can get replacements for them. So once you're done, if you want to, you can buy the replacement pieces. I have already done the instructional or the demonstration video. I've already shot that, and I mentioned in there that if you want, like if you don't want to buy the kit because you don't want the extra things that come with it, you can buy the actual, they call it a refill, and you can get the loops, and they have one that's just neons. I'll put links and everything, except that Michael's does not have this kit anymore, or I shouldn't say that. They don't have it on their websites. They do have it in the store. I was just there. I bought this at the beginning of this month. Not even like not the first, but just like, last weekend, I guess. And they had a whole big bunch of them, so I think it's just they just don't have them on the website, but if you go into your store, you should be able to find them. They were with over near like the kids craft areas where like the Crayola stuff is, the coloring books, things like that. In my store, it's like on the right hand side, but they're all laid out a little different. So yeah, so I will put links and stuff, but you won't be able to get this. And I looked on Amazon too, and I couldn't find it. They have another one on Amazon, but yeah, and it's made by the Horizon Group, and the brand is Color Zone. Don't know if I mentioned that. And that goes for the same for both of them. So all you do for this, it's very, very, very simple. And if you know how to knit, you'll go, oh, okay. But it's very quick, and you can make a variety of things. I'm sorry, I'm putting the loops back in the thing. It comes with, I got distracted, but it does come with these other things. Sorry about the plastic noise. It comes with some plastic D-rings. There are 4 of them. And then it has these little plastic charms that are on metal rings, like the kind you put keys on, except not nearly as overlapping. So there's a peace sign, a heart, and a little star. I don't know if they are all of the same, but I would say they probably are. So I decided not to use the D-rings, but I think I would use this if I was making a belt. My husband has some belts like that, where they don't have like he's got ones that obviously have like the catch and the holes and everything, but the ones that I find that they come with his like shorts that he wears, they are the belts that just use 2 D-rings, like you go in and under and then you pull it tight. That's what I would use these for if I were gonna make one. I don't know if I would wear that kind of belt, but a kid would, I think. So like I mentioned, I have went ahead and filmed something. I made this bracelet, which you'll see in the video. And I just secured it with a bow in the back. This is, of course, I mean, you could wear it as an adult for sure, but kids, I think, are really, really, I think this would be really fun. And it doesn't take very long, and as long as you're not worried about the loops kind of ending up everywhere, you should be fine. I made a longer one to wear as a, to wear as a headband, which is not a good look for me. But I left the little, like, loops on the bottom because I was like, I could just, like, put it right here. Because I have my hair up in the little nose. Oh, I know. This is not a good look for me. I'm sorry. Anywho, okay. So we won't do that. But I'm not going to leave the house like that. But it is, fun. But you can see it does look like the fabric is an I-cord because it does look round. But if you open it up, it's just circled in on itself. So it's actually a flat piece of fabric that just wants to circle in. So that's nice. And that's simple because I think if you were trying to teach a 6-year-old how to do I-cards, I mean, not that they couldn't do it, but it's not that hard. Okay, so I really like this. I really like the kit. I thought it was, it's not very expensive. I believe it retails for $7 or $6.99. I bought it on sale, and I think I paid $4 for it, so that's not very much. I think the replacement loops, the little replacement loops, are, I want to say $5 or either $4.49 or $4.99, something like that. But yeah, I did see the loops, the replacement loops are on the website, so if you're interested, I'll put a link in that for you as well. And then let's talk about the weaving loom. You can get these. I've seen the kits and things from different makers and everything, but there are some things that you need to know about this particular one. Again, it's the Color Zone brand. Now the loops that they put in here are the same kind of fabric as the I've got some tied together, but the same kind of fabric as the other kit has. It's just the polyester strips that have been, kind of a little stretched just so they roll in on themselves. But it says here that it creates 3 pot holders. Well, you can't really use them as pot holders. It does not say anything about it, at least I didn't see it on the packaging. It does actually. On the packaging in very, very small print, it says decorative use only. Because if you try to use these as pot holders, they will melt. Because that's how things work. So these, I would just say that they're coasters, and let's just call them coasters. Or like wall hangings, whatever you want to call them, but I don't know about pot holders. And what gets me, like, if I was going to be really nitpicky, is they don't even put like an asterisk or anything there to know to look for it. And the instructions, let's see, it does have that it does say that right there at the bottom. I don't want to get that too close, but it does say that they are created for decorative use only. But I think that maybe if they had put it as pot holders or something like that, or not pot holders, if they had said that it was coasters or something like that, that might have been, I think that would have been better, because, just safety issues, people with safety issues. Now they do have additional project ideas on this box. It looks like a pencil holder, a little purse type of thing, and I'm not really sure what that one there is. Maybe just a little, like another little kind of purse, which would be quite cute. It just looks like they took 2 of them and put them together, and that's fine. Oh, I made some. So, of the projects, this one's my favorite, and really it kind of makes me want to buy like a full like weaving loom because yeah, I really like this. This does take a little bit longer than the finger weaving one, of course, but not really difficult at all. You get more loops, like I said. I've obviously used quite a bit of them, but you do get some. You don't get as many as you do with the finger weaving kit, but you get enough to make 3 of the pot holder coasters. You get your loom. Which it has 18 pegs on each side. It's plastic. It's a thin plastic. I would say that the pegs might break if you put a lot of stress on them, but I didn't have any problems when I was using it. And then you get a plastic hook. It's just a long crochet hook with no end. So yeah, and it's all the same size except it tapers at the end and at the very beginning. So let's see, can you see that way? You can see it tapers there. So that was pretty simple to do. Now I did do a video showing how to do it as well, and like I said, these are my favorite. This is my favorite of the two, and if I were going to probably buy only one, this is the one I would buy. Though they did have a lot of other cute ones. They had like sand art and spirograph things, which I had one of those when I was a kid. Not that exact one, of course, but it was something about the spirograph, and I don't know, it had paint. I can't remember exactly, but I don't know. I remember playing with it and it being fun. So anyway, I made a couple here. This one is white on one, and I'm not because I don't actually weave. I know there's the warp and the weft, and I don't know which way is what. So, you know, if you know, you can tell me. I would love to know, because again, I think I might buy a loom. I don't know, maybe like a Zoom loom or something like that. Anyway, or I'll just buy a bunch of stuff for this. Anyway, I just really think they're cute. I did white on one direction, and then on the other direction I alternated pink and yellow. And it's very, very cute. And then this one I did stripes. Oh, and that's interesting. I didn't realize that. So on this side they go this way, and that side they go that way, which makes sense, I guess. But anyway, I did a pink stripe on all of the outside pegs. I would say securing them is kind of a little bit, you know, you don't want them to fall apart, I guess, but if you're not using them for actual pot holders, they probably wouldn't get very dirty, so it's not like you'd have to wash them. You can hand wash them too, I guess, but you would have to be careful about them coming apart. The instructions for this are okay. They're okay until you get to like step 3, which is like the end part. And I didn't I read it and I was like, I know what you're kind of supposed to do. Like, it looked like from the picture, it looked like you just sort of do crochet chains. But the way that they were describing it didn't make sense to my brain. So in the video, I do it differently than they do. So that's something to keep in mind. I think it would work that way. It just didn't, I don't know, for some reason, it just did not click with me. Probably because I know how to crochet, and I was like, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. So, but I think for a kid, it would be fine. And if you are, giving these to someone and you know how to crochet, you can of course help them, finish it off, or maybe show them how to make, because I'm telling you, they're fun. They're so fun. They are not real pot holders, as I mentioned before, because you will burn. These will melt and you will get a burn. So that's no bueno. But I think that just for coasters, they would be really fun. And you could even hang them up, just for color and pattern and decoration and stuff like that. I think that would be really cute. The edges are cute, and they just look like a crochet chain for the most part. They kind of, of course, there's a lot of tension it wants to pop in back on itself, because these do stretch quite a bit when you're putting them over the pegs. So they don't lay perfectly flat, but they're close. So yeah, I really, really like these. The weaving loom is definitely my favorite. The finger weaving one is okay, but as an adult, like, this one wasn't as fun to me, but that probably means the kids will love this one. And it's just very easy, and they could just make like long strings. Now that it's the holiday season right now, they could make garland to put it on the tree. That would actually be really cute. I think that'd be really cute. But this one's my favorite. And if I were only going to buy one as a gift, like if I could only buy one, then I would probably choose this one. But again, that's, because I think it's more fun, but it does take a little longer too. So attention span, you may want to keep that in mind. This one does take, it's a little bit more of a time commitment. It's not very long, but it is a little bit more involved because you're weaving and all of that. So, all right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. If you have kids or you're buying for kids, what are you going to be getting them for this Christmas season? Are you getting them anything that's like craft related? If so, please tell me what, because I am looking for ideas. I have my nieces and nephews are in a wide variety of ages, all the way from like babies to, I mean, I have a niece who's like, she can vote and all of that stuff. So, yeah, so I am always looking for different things. So, yeah. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye.